What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and today I'm doing a major transformation on my beautiful goddaughter Aria. And even though I preach to her, her hair is beautiful regardless. It is definitely in need for some major TLC. It's been a little hard for me to do her hair on a regular basis just because they live so far, but in this next year I'm definitely gonna take the time out to get her in as often as possible so we can get her hair back thriving and healthy. You guys know that she has a beautiful 4C texture, and it is a lot more challenging to deal with when you're not familiar with it. So I'm gonna be getting her hair to a really healthy state so that it's a lot easier for her mom to style on her own as well. So we're gonna start off with a wash and deep condition, and I noticed that her hair was lacking a lot of moisture. So I'm gonna go in with my Camera moisturizing shampoo, and I'm gonna start off by doing 2 washes. Next, I'm going to go in with my Olaplex 4-in-1 Moisture Mask, and this is going to act as her deep condition. And I'm going to take about 6 pumps of that and focus it on the mid to ends of her hair. And I'm going to go ahead and just gently comb that through at the bowl. I love to do this at the bowl because it makes the blow dry so much easier, y'all. Sometimes, depending on the child, the blow dry process could really just be a nightmare. So this is definitely going to help, and I let this mask sit on her hair for 10 minutes with no heat. Next, for our blow dry, I'm gonna go in with this 12-in-1 leave-in treatment by IT. I absolutely love this. I actually found it one time at Ross and I used it on myself, and I've been in love with it ever since. I like it because it works as a conditioner and also a heat protectant, so I don't have to use a bunch of products, and it's super lightweight but still effective. So I'm gonna spray that on each section and comb it through, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go in and do my blow dry, y'all. Usually blow drying her hair is a breeze, but today for some reason she was fighting me, and I did start her hair super early in the morning, so that could be why. I think we got to the salon at like 8 a.m., which is really early for her. So yeah, I was like, girl, you are really fighting me on this blow dry, but we got through it, and this is her hair. You guys can see that she definitely needs a trim, so we're gonna go in and give her a trim. But after adding moisture, it's not that bad, right? In the beginning we're like, oh my god, and now you see it blown out, it's really not that bad. But we are definitely going in with the trim. To be honest, I really think that this might be the first time that she's ever had a trim. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember trimming her hair before, but I'm giving her a really good trim. But I'm also keeping in mind that in between braids, her mom might need to style her hair. So I definitely want to make sure that her hair is long enough to fit into a ponytail. Otherwise, I would have went in and took her split ends all the way off. But I do want to make sure that her hair is manageable in between. So I will probably be trimming her hair every 6 to 8 weeks until we get it in a healthy state for her. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see this transformation. So this is a before and after side by side of the cut. You guys can definitely see a difference there, but like I said, I didn't do anything too dramatic. So I am going in, guys, with the Dope collection. I know you guys are like, wait, what is that, Pana? It's a different bottle, y'all. I'm coming out with my own braid gel, and I am still working on the formula, so it's not released yet, but I did use it on my beautiful client Aria. I've been testing it out on all different hair textures, and it definitely does not disappoint. But I do want to fix a couple things in the formula, so hopefully I will be able to drop this product in the first quarter of 2024. So I just realized I've been doing all this talking and didn't even tell you guys what style I'm doing. I'm actually doing double Dutch knotless. I've done this on my channel before on an adult, so we're just kind of doing a kid's version. I'm going to be using the rubber band method, and for all of the braids on the perimeter, I'm using the Dope collection because if you guys saw in the beginning of the video, she does have some breakage around her edges, so I need a little bit of a stronger hold. So we're going to be using the Dope collection edge control to sleek those edge braids up. But guys, I'm using the rubber band method because I've done knotless on Aria before in the past, and they haven't lasted as long as we've needed them to, especially because I can't see her as frequently as I wanted to. So today we're going to try to do the rubber band method just to see if we can get a little bit more longevity out of the style. So I know some of y'all are like, wait, what's Double Dutch Knotless? So about a year ago now, an influencer or stylist named Golden Serenity recreated this look on herself and everybody went crazy. They loved it on TikTok. And so basically what it is you're gonna part out large sections and we're gonna rubber band them, almost like what we used to do for large rubber band knotless back in the day. But instead, you're gonna do 2 knotless braids from each section. And so I love it because even though you have large parts, it creates a fullness and it's super cute and it's super trendy still. So a lot of people, when I dropped the first video, I did it on one of my beautiful clients, Danae. She is older. They were like, yeah, this is for a kid. So today we are doing it on a kid. I'm also gonna be adding in some boho hair just to like spice it up because Aria loves to have like curly hair. This girl will probably get a weave right now if she could get a weave. So I'm definitely gonna throw in some boho pieces for her just to spice it up. And then I had to convince her to get beads, y'all, but we're definitely doing beads. So I'm just going out and I'm pre-parting and doing my sections all together. This was also a challenge because she has a moving scalp, y'all. I was fighting for my life this whole appointment, but I had squeezed her in before my 10 a.m. client, so I had about 2 hours to get her a style. So this whole process took a little over 2 hours. I was running a little late. I think it took me about 2 hours and 30 minutes, but that's not bad, y'all. This is like a quick slay. So for the moms who, you know, you have a baby who can't sit all day, or you just want to try something that'll be cute and quick, then yeah. I created a total of 16 sections. So if you guys are just curious how many I did, that's how many I did. And you guys can see I did not leave any edges out for Aria because, like I said, she has some breakage around the perimeter of her hair. And so I just want to make sure that all of her hair is pulled in and it's put away so that she's not able to pick at it or, you know, do anything to it. So y'all, this is her parts completed. I'm just gonna go through and show you guys. I also did my best to bricklay because remember, since we're doing large parts, we wanna make sure that those braids are laying in between each other so we get that fullness that we want. And y'all, I was just so happy that these parts came out crispy because y'all know when y'all working with a moving scalp, it's a hit or miss. But these turned out super, super crispy. You guys can see how bomb they look. And so we're gonna go ahead and go in and add the braids. So I told you guys that I was adding in boho, and this is actually the water wave hair from Y Wigs. I created some beautiful, beautiful boho locks with this hair and I had some left over. So today I'm gonna be adding in these pieces. I'm adding in 1 piece to each braid just to add a little bit more fullness and give her some cute curls. So y'all, this is pretty much the easy part. I'm gonna split each rubber banded section into 2 and I'm gonna do 2 knotless box braids in each section. And remember, I'm adding 1 curly piece at the top of each braid in every single section. And this is pretty much the easy part for me, is just, yeah, throwing these knotless in and then I'm gonna put the beads on. So as far as braiding hair, y'all know I'm using the Dope collection. I'm using 1 pack in the color number 2, and I did cut and re-stretch it because she's a kid. My braiding hair is 54 inches, and so typically when I'm doing kids, I cut the tail off of it and I re-stretch it, and then that'll give them the perfect length. So I know a lot of people are gonna ask, do the rubber bands break people's hair? I have never had an experience where rubber bands have broken off my client's hair. I know people like to dip them in oil and do different things like that. I've never really done that either. I think if they're removed properly, then you guys shouldn't have an issue. And also you need to make sure you're checking with your client and making sure that you're not doing them too tight. I always wrap my rubber bands 4 to 5 times and I usually don't have any issues. So I do wanna show you guys that on some of the sections where the braid is closer to the edge and the hair might be thin, instead of putting 2 knotless on a super thin section, I'm actually just gonna do 1 knotless box braid in that section. And you honestly won't be able to tell once all the braids are done, but you do want to make sure that you're not putting too much tension on a section, or you want to make sure that the braids are not too heavy to where they're causing that tension as well, especially since you already have the rubber band on there. So y'all can already see here how full these are starting to look, and I absolutely love that, guys. I was getting so juiced when I was doing this transformation. I'm like, oh my God, girl, this is about to be so cute. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far about the style. I cannot wait for you guys to see the way the finished look turned out. So next I am going in and I'm doing a super cute color combo. We're doing white and purple beads, and I do like to use beaders when I am doing my beading work, just because I find that they're easier. I usually have about 10 beaders that I prepare, and I'm just locked and ready to go. So yes, we're putting beads on each one. Like I said, I had to convince her because at first she didn't want beads, but I just thought it would add like something else super cute. And you guys can see that those curly pieces are actually longer than her braids are, because the curly pieces were 22 inches. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them at the end and have them leveled and equaled out. Also, when you're braiding them in, you guys can just braid more in so that they match the length, if that makes sense, but I just decided to cut it. So next I'm gonna go in and dip her hair, so I am clipping up all the curly pieces, and I usually always bead before I dip, but this time, y'all, like, my rubber bands have never popped, and this time when I literally took the water off, the beads started falling off. Y'all can see it right there. I was like, oh snap. And it happened to multiple ones, and that literally has never happened to me before. So what I'm thinking it is when I cut the braiding hair off, I cut it too close to the rubber band, and then after I dipped it in the hot water, it just, yeah, because I don't really know why it did it this time when it literally has never done that. So just to be safe, guys, you should probably dip it before you bead it. I probably will do that now because I had to re-put those beads on, and that's annoying. I want to work smarter, not harder. So yeah, my last thing I'm gonna do after I re-put those beads on is go ahead and mousse her hair, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the finished look. Alright, y'all, my last and final step was definitely to add oil to her scalp just to seal in all of that moisture, and I went ahead and spritzed it, y'all, and here is our finished look. I told Arya, baby girl, you're gonna have to wake it up, okay? Because you are too cute right now to be tired, y'all. She was trying her hardest, but she looks so amazing. So as always, y'all gotta hype our girl Arya up in the comment section. Y'all know she could read, so make sure y'all show her some love down there. Also, let me know what you guys feel about the hairstyle. If you guys like it better on a kid, if you guys are gonna recreate it, let me know. You guys know I'm always excited to hear the feedback. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching my channel. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a prosperous new year, and I will catch you guys in my next video, y'all. I just had to show y'all. She gave me the head nod, the stamp of approval. All right, y'all, we're out.